Once again, it is lunchtime with yours truly, favorite vlogger. Unfortunately, I'm not eating lunch because I left my lunch at home, so that's just my bad. Sometimes you just gotta go a whole day without eating. But in any case, let's get right into your question. A gentleman by the name of Even Steven wanted to know, says, I know that Denmark does not have a president, but what does the Queen do? And he also asked some other things about Parliament and all this other stuff. Stephen, I can tell you must be very interested in politics because when you ask all these questions about this stuff, it drives me nuts and I don't know shit about it. But I'm going to try to inform you the best way I know possible by the stuff that I know. So if there's something that is incorrect or that I state that's incorrect or false, please, Danish, comments, just try to be helpful. Just try to be informative. Don't be negative. Don't be all like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. No. Yeah, man, that might be true, but I mean, I'm trying my best off of what I know. Okay, so don't be nasty. Be nice. All right. I think the first thing he wanted to know was what exactly does the Queen do? Well, unlike the president who probably goes around and signs a bunch of stuff and controls all this other stuff, I do believe the Queen does. She does some things, but she doesn't do a lot. That's why I guess they have um, the prime minister. She's a blonde haired lady. She's really super nice, and she seems super like hot. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, heck, if I was one of the most powerful people in the world controlling the whole land, I'd probably be going over them. I'd be like, "Hey, Prime Minister, come and get in the bed with me." But before her was I think it was Lars Luger, and before I even got to Denmark, it was Ansel Rasmussen. I would assume that that individual that is the Prime Minister uh, runs things through the Queen, like questions and stuff like that. I'm not necessarily sure. Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is like if somebody wanted to wage war on Denmark tomorrow, I think I know for a fact they there's I guess underground tunnels and stuff like that they can move the Queen in, or either she just is like, hey, I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge, and she goes somewhere else. She totally leaves the country. I don't understand why, but I'm guessing she's not necessarily the one that says, okay, we wage war back. I guess they have. Do you even have like a Secretary of Defense like we have in the States? Like, if somebody wanted to wage war, it's this particular person only that deals with something like that. I'm not 100% sure. Danska, folk hjælp mig her. Um, I also wanted to know about the House and stuff like that. To be honest with you, bro, I don't really cover that stuff much with the politics. As far as I know, they have separate parties like how we have in the States. Like we have Democrat and Republican. I think that is what right and Dansk Folkeparti, something like that. Is that what it's generally called, or I'm not too sure about that. But they do have two different quote unquote parties that vote against, or one is always trying to do something better than the other. Um, the Queen, she does do every year. She does her New Year's speech, uh, Nytårstale, and those are kind of cool. I guess she reviews back in the year or what she's seeing, and what can we do to make Denmark, or I guess the world, even a better place. She does do that every year, and unlike the president, she probably goes out and about. When I say out and about, I mean I know for a fact she doesn't like just walk out in the street. No, they probably have underground tunnels and stuff like that where they can move her. Man, I actually just now thought about it. Does Dronning Margethe? Oh, by the way, her name is Dronning Margethe. Uh, Dronning en personal bil, en skib eller en flyvemaskine, ligesom President Obama har Air Force One for luft og Beast for bil. Han personal transport. Det er det år, jeg kigger efter transport. Great question. Good thing I thought of it. Maybe the Danish community can help me out here because I really don't know. Um, but as far as I know, Steven, I guess that's it. That's all I really, unfortunately, have. I mean, they probably have a Secretary of Defense, like we have a Secretary of Defense, but I mean, as far as I know she like will sign her name when like birthday comes, and she signs like thank you and Terluga and stuff like that. But as far as I know, I mean, she's got it made. She sits around. I don't want to say she sits around and does nothing because she does do stuff. She's in the news and she's in the media. But as far as I know, she doesn't do too much. I mean, it's not like she going around, you know, off with her head and things like that. No, kings and queens, they don't they don't do that type of stuff. So I don't. As far as I know, the stuff that I just submitted to you or answered you or told you about, that's as far as I know. But I do believe there's always some more. There's always something else. I mean, I guess they're on the same plateau, same level as the president. I don't know. But my belief is I think the prime minister and her name just totally just it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember what it is. I would assume she handles most of that stuff. So if anybody has the number to the hot ass blonde prime minister, give it to me so I can call her up and make some baby.